So with the two actors, Lekhani and Tony, from Papa Don't Preach. Okay, so why should people come and see this performance?
Well, I think anyone can relate to this. Anyone may have orchestrated a situation when they wanted to talk about something that is quite a special conversation, which this is about letting go and missed opportunities. And I think parents will relate to it, because I think that very often they might have things they want to say to their children that they don't always have the time in the busy hurly-burly world at the moment. And this, in the confines of a car, you can perhaps say things that you wouldn't have the opportunity to where you're rushing in and out on your phone or on your computer or whatever. So I think anyone can relate to it, and certainly I think young people and parents can.
It's definitely, I think, something that's quite relatable for the youth, because there's a lot of like slang in it and a lot of like words that they'll understand and relate to. So that's what makes it funny. But also it's that dynamic between like parent and child, and kind of like the awkwardness, the like moments where you're kind of a bit embarrassed and a bit shy about opening up and all of that. So yeah, there's something for everyone. Yeah.
Okay, so what restrictions did you find, like, you know, obviously being in the car compared to being in the theatre, perhaps?
Yeah, it has been quite a different experience for us, but I think that's what's been so great about it, and I think that's why the reaction from the audience has been so positive, is because there's a realism about it being actually in the confines of the car. Of course, there's the logistics of it, because we're in the front seats and our audiences are in these seats, behind. But I think, you know, and the world, of course, is going on outside that you have to try and block out. But we try and sort of take in as well, in the same way that you'd be talking to someone, you'd see somebody walk past, we might just do that as well. Of course, there's the challenge as well of the backs of our heads to the audience, which we do slightly contrive it sometimes, that we might move forward and just change, so that we change the angles a bit, so that we help them get involved as much as they can.
Yeah, I think it's just a really interesting dynamic, because you are so up close and personal. So it's kind of like there's no hiding, it's very exposing, of course. But I think it's also because the writing is quite good, it works conversationally, but you can also play around to bring the drama, so to speak, in the scene. Yeah, I just think it's a really good concept, because everyone's going to get a different viewpoint as well. So depending on where you sit, you might notice something that maybe another audience member wouldn't notice, because they're in a different seat and they've seen it from a different angle. So they might like have more compassion to the dad character, or more compassion to the teenager. So yeah.
Okay, so when rehearsing, did you actually rehearse it in the car at first and just go with it and improv, or did you go into a studio, or what did you do?
We started in the studio, going through the text with the writer and director, but we certainly did then come and do it in the car. And I have to say, it helps as soon as you get into the space. So we did a bit in the studio, then into the car.
Yeah, being in the car was good to sort of work out what it feels like to be performing a scene with your back essentially to an audience, and just working out those kind of dynamics. Obviously there's not too much blocking like how you would have on a normal theatre, but there are things to consider for certain moments where I'm about to leave or whatever else. So yeah.